Okay, so this is a little frost build that I whipped up for Steel Path and most endgame activities. It is a gunplay related playstyle, so you can pretty much use whatever gun you like. The two absolutely essential mods would be Biting Frost for the 200% crit chance and crit damage against frozen enemies, and Icy Avalanche to give yourself and all your teammates Overguard. Now, the nice thing about this build is that the Archon slots are completely your choice. You can literally run whatever you like. You can run reliable ones like Energize or Grace or whatever, or you can run some fun ones like Pistolier. Just get a headshot kill and then you have infinite ammo on your pistols. It's literally completely up to you. Anyway, the other nice thing is the Helminth is completely your choice as well. You can go for crowd control or tomfoolery or damage or whatever you like. I personally chose Ensnare from Korra because it holds all the enemies in place, making for very, very easy crits, especially when you need it as a last second save if you don't have enough energy for your 4. And Archon shards are completely your choice. I've used the build with and without shards, and I can safely say that the only real use that I found out of shards was slapping a couple of yellows on for increased casting speed. Aside from that, completely your choice. Like I said, this is for gunplay, so we will be using just to show off, I guess, is the Gotva Prime. And before anyone at all says use Frostbite, because it kind of fits in with the build. That disables multi-shot, so it's kind of like you're only getting half out of it. It still would work for the crit damage, but I preferred Deadhead. Anyway, let's shove ourselves into it. I would have done an actual survival, but my editing skills just do not exist. So this will do for now, and it allows me to put the Steel Path modifier and level 220 on, which is nice. So I would start with my Ensnare, just to hold them all in place, and you will see the damage difference when we activate our 4. I'll try and kill one enemy without an ability, and then try and kill an enemy with the 4, so you can see just how broken this is. That is not bad at all. That is pretty decent. But with the 4th active, notice our health now has 7,950 above it. And as long as you hit headshots, it's kind of busted. Also, another good thing about Ensnare is when you pull them all in and then freeze them, they keep their head spots, their headshots or their heads looking completely down all the time. Yeah. But that is just what I use. The other thing that I could definitely recommend is if you have not tried a pet yet, I would highly recommend picking up a Death Cube Prime or Death Box, and make sure you have energy generator on, because this thing is a little energy machine. It just shits out energy every 10 kills, which, you know, sounds like a lot for a Sentinel, but when you build up the gun that you want to use on it, it's surprisingly quick, especially on Frost. Like if we just watch this guy, with no armor strip or no viral or nothing, he still melted him. But if we yoink him in, and then use our freeze, just watch it now. Yeah, you can kind of see just how broken a Sentinel can be, especially with frames like Frost. But yeah, I hope this video finds the right audience. It's a really fun build. Like I said, the Helminth, completely up to you. Archon Shards, completely up to you. And Arcane's completely up to you. It's a very free choice type of build in the style of gunplay. This of course does work on secondaries and melees. I just didn't bother around with them because you saw the outright damage of this bloody thing. So yeah. Oh, and for those that are interested, here's the fashion. I use black energy, so I don't have to put up with so much abysmal energy glare from the ice shield, or the ice globe, or whatever you want to call it, snow globe. Oh, and another thing that you probably do want to keep in mind, definitely put the Helminth ability over Ice Wave, because Ice Wave is a dead-end, redundant, terrible ability. It has almost nothing going for it, apart from at low level, I suppose. But definitely keep your 1 and your 3, and definitely, obviously, the 4. Couple of reasons. One, if you put down a shield and you want to move it, if you use it again next to it, it removes the shields and puts a new one down. But if you want to remove it completely and you already have, say, another one set up and you don't want to have to put a whole bunch of shields down in order to just to remove that one, you can use your first ability on the outside of a bubble, which will remove it. So it has that usability. Also, if enemies get touched by a bubble, so if you're in the middle of combat and enemies touch a bubble, or you put one down in front of their face, it will instantly freeze them, opening up the biting frost augment to you. And if you smash one in the middle of enemies, it will knock them down for a bit of added crowd control. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope this reaches the right crowd at least. And yeah. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some super epic wacky builds, I suppose.